We are live. That's right, folks. We are live and back at it again. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is a Tuesday. You got Monday and Monday Senior in the books. Done. Goodbye. And now we're going to cap it off with a little bit of NXT 2.0, 1 year anniversary of the Rainbow brand, where the fans are going to get a say on what happens tonight. And our fans are going to get an entertaining show. We're going to run through 2+ hours of NXT, and we're going to talk some wrestling. Lots going on. Don't go anywhere, folks. Tell all your friends we're about to go. So let's do it. Let's go. Ding, 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 and we got a steel cage, and we're going to talk all about why there's a steel cage in the ring. But first, we're going to let everybody know we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. If you don't know, we do this every single night, almost every night, and we never go anywhere. So, to take us through the next couple hours, we have yours truly, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, Mr. Every Night, and I'm joined by the Master of Mayhem, the Troublemaker, the one, the only, everyone's best friend, soon to be
the man of the hour, too sweet to be sour, the man who gives himself more gimmicks than God knows who. No, how we doing, folks? It's interesting tonight that it's kind of a taboo Tuesday. It's a Cyber Sunday. It's the fans get to vote. Like I know we did it last night during Raw. We voted on who Carmelo Hayes will face tonight, and their choices were god awful. Yeah, either Joe Gacy, Wesley, or Von Wagner.
Yeah, it was slim pickings. I didn't like the choices they came up with. I don't know how they got there. I don't know what the prerequisite was for the picks. But that being said, Nick, just to kind of let everyone know at home, we are getting pretty deadly. The Creed Steel Cage match.
Yes, supposedly that was another thing, too, that the fans voted on was that stipulation of it being in a cage match.
Yes.
So who we taking for this match, folks? Let us know who you're taking. I don't know with this one. I feel honestly could go either way.
I got pretty deadly.
So then for the sake of being different, I will go Creeds. And also they did just have Damon Kemp turn on them and everything. So there is at least some halfway bit of a story going on with them. So
yeah, I mean, there's something built up. I mean, it's a steel cage match. Will Damon be a part of how this goes down? What will come out of it? I'm curious. The Creed brothers, to me, keep improving. And at first, weren't really sure what to make of them. But in the ring, they're actually showing some real big upside.
Oh, yeah. Well, they've always been. And Vince was on record, I guess, supposedly saying that he viewed them as two WrestleMania main eventers. Granted, I don't see that. But they very much have that, American Alpha, world's greatest tag team kind of vibe of they're just good technical, collegiate style wrestlers.
Yeah.
And I climbing up top.
If they continue to progress, I can definitely see them being in a WrestleMania spot defending the world titles one day. I could definitely see them progressing. I mean, that's their hope. They both have good size. They both have that amateur background. They show some athleticism. Still a little green on the promos, even though the one Creed brothers not so bad. Oh. We got one of Eurovision hanging out of the
we've got I feel like I got to give them some, like, of course, stereotypical name like Sven and Ken or something like that.
Right. Sven and Ken.
But, folks, let us know who you're taking in this match. Oh, big suplex. Right. And actually, by the way, hello, Damien. Hello, Hassan. Hello, Greg. Hello, Chris. Hello, everybody tuning in right now. Got the chat going up on a Tuesday.
Welcome, Damien. Champions kickoff NXT. Good start to the show. Good pace. The match is going fast. Pretty Deadly seems hell-bent on escaping the cage. I really think if you're in a steel cage match, escaping the cage is not an option.
Well, it depends on what type of steel cage match you're in.
I just don't like the fucking. It's dumb.
We're
gonna lock you in this cage unless you climb out of it.
The lack of using the door is what bothers me.
I don't like them using the door.
To me, if you're a heel, it's such an obvious way to go and everything.
Right? No, but it's just so dumb. Like it's supposed to be a grudge match. We're locking you in this cage because you hate each other. You just leaving it shouldn't give you a W. That's ridiculous. You ran away.
Well, would you rather have that, or would you rather have the spots to where they like spear somebody through it or something, and that's how they win? Like, say how when Big Show,
I hate those spots. I think they're stupid.
And he threw Austin through the cage, and that's how Austin won the cage match against McMahon.
Yeah, no, I don't like it.
Here we are breaking down the psychology of a cage match.
Oh, code breaker.
Oh,
he popped off it. He looked like he looked like Aaliyah.
Yeah, popped him like Aaliyah on Monday.
Dun dun dun. What's up, Zach? How you doing? Welcome back. Fitting. Tonight is Fans Choice Night, and we are a channel for fans by fans. Very good insight, sir. Very intelligent guest. Very, very.
I try to use good words.
Right. I'm looking forward to Cameron Grimes versus Tony Delangelo.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one because Cameron Grimes, it's who's going to team with him. We don't really know. We've got, the D'Angelo family versus Grimes, and God knows who.
Look at this botch. This is a funny botch. Sorry, bro.
No, you're good. I'm not surprised. I probably missed it.
He slipped. It looked like they were going to do like a Samoan drop or at least get him up on the shoulders. And it looked like he just slipped off and it fell on his partner. Like, oops, sorry, man. And then stood up and fell into the corner by himself.
Yeah, I must have missed that. But right now I have, I guess, Ken, and I believe that's Julius Creed up on the top of the cage, just throwing shots.
I like it.
Right?
Yeah. And to your point, I believe this is Ken to the Barbie here.
Zoolander to what was Owen Wilson's character.
Hansel and Zoolander.
There we go.
They should be an M.
Oh, right in the wow.
All right. Is it
that's impressive. That's a little
the thinner one. Is that what Creed brother is that?
I can't remember if that's Julius or Brutus. Oh, and that's a hard transition to a commercial.
What's that?
I've got a commercial right now. I was going to say that's a hard transition to a commercial. We got for folks following along. We basically got like an exploder Spanish fly because the one Creed brother managed to land clean on his feet while half of Pretty Deadly took a Spanish fly. And I've honestly never seen that before. It's a little Cirque du Soleil-ish, but it's still an impressive as hell move to hit.
Well, that's the athleticism that they kind of sneak in,
like you see freak athletes.
Yeah, you got these big amateur wrestlers where they're known for their technical and they're known for the groundwork, but you don't exactly expect to see all this agility from them.
Well, and I guess it's a little bit of even what you get, and was when we watched Chad Gable versus Gargano on Raw, is you got so surprised still by Gable's athleticism that he had. Like, we thought the man broke his ankles on a freaking bridge suplex and still was good as right as rain.
Right. Now it says Cameron Grimes, any partner of his choosing. Is there any chance that I thought it was that one he gets to pick his partner? It's not a fan vote?
The fan voting thing was a little weird. It was like, I guess this stipulation was decided earlier in the last week. And so now the only vote up right now is to choose who Carmelo Hayes faces.
Oh, so they did it like staggered.
They staggered it.
Why not just have like a questionnaire with all the all the options?
Because they've already tried this before with Taboo Tuesday, with Cyber Sunday. So how many more times are they going to try it?
What about Bischoff's wheel? That was my favorite.
God. Wheel of morality, turn, turn, turn. Tell us the lesson that we should learn. Anyone gets that reference.
Everyone should get that reference. Go Google that shit. Cameron Grimes, any partner of student, got that one. How are you guys doing today, Big Nick?
I'm doing fantastic. It's a nice, lovely Tuesday. All's good in the neighborhood.
Oh, Damien, I thought you forgot about me there for a moment.
Of course. Well, you're just the standard.
Thank you. And how are you doing tonight, KJ? I'm doing well. It's a Tuesday. It was a good Tuesday. No complaints. Life seems to be good. We're back at it again. Me, Nick, and the fam out there. Big shout out to CJ who's doing his thing. We will see him later on this week. But yeah.
Y'all need to cut the shit right now just for Mr. CJ Brand one time.
Right. Cyber Sunday. Yep. Nick said it. You said it. I like it.
All right.
Greg, Hassan. They're like Team Angle. Yeah. I mean, I feel like a lot of amateur wrestlers instantly get that comparison.
Oh, absolutely. 100% that. Well, and they do that's the WWE style of doing that. Honestly, that's WWE knows no other way. Honestly, I don't even think you could compare them to say like the Steiners. That feels more like a WCW thing than me.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. Uh-oh.
Folks, so we are back in action now. We have both Pretty Deadly up in the I'm gonna fix this here real quick.
Oh, good timing on that move.
Right.
Sorry, folks, my head exploded.
I done seen it.
Right.
Oh, big chops by both of Pretty Deadly up in the top corner. The weird thing is, though, with this match is there's no real story going in. I don't feel like.
Well,
I don't know.
It's
Tell
funny
me who's. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, well, they were just saying like this match is a year in the making because a lot of, I guess they had a bit of a rivalry in NXT UK. Wow. Double avalanche suplex.
Double superplex from the top of the cage. Wow.
Holy
How is it, though, that we watch NXT every week and still don't know the storyline going on here?
Yeah, right? Yeah, there's
it
not
tells
much.
You that's lazy booking. And they're having to bleep out the holy SHIT chants, folks.
Right.
Don't worry, your audio's not messing up. It's them trying to censor everybody.
This is awesome.
Well, this is how you start off an episode of NXT. This feels like this would have been more the start of when they do like Vengeance and stuff like that they do those kind of special, they're not quite takeovers, but they're special NXT episodes.
Yeah.
That this feels like this should have been something besides just it's a Tuesday night.
Well, I mean, I appreciate it. And I mean, they're calling out the fact that it's been 1 year. I can't believe it's been 1 year. I remember doing the inaugural, the very first episode of NXT 2.0. And, at the time, a lot of us were quite bitter about losing the black and gold. So
right.
And it was an interesting night where, my boy LA goes down twice, takes the fall twice.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think you mean Max Dupree.
Oh, this is a good match.
Wow. Double Doomsday Destroyer?
Not really. He kind of did a cannonball move in the style.
Yeah, double cannonball.
Right?
Hell yeah. This is a hell of a match, to be honest. And I'm very surprised and I'm very happy that this is how we're starting off today.
There it is. Yeah, man. Sorry. We got company, bro.
Oh, you called it, though. Damon Kemp now climbing the cage.
Julius is pounding on him, but he's got handcuffs. I have a feeling I know where this is going.
Oh, Lord.
Ken and Barbie are down. And now Julius is handcuffed to the cage.
How does every professional wrestler also secretly a magician that can just magically slip on handcuffs that people don't notice?
Right? Like, oh shit.
Right.
They got me.
Oh, I didn't know this whole time.
Brutus.
Oh, we've got now a clear 2-on-1 situation.
Brutus is
wow. He almost threw him through the damn cage. Pretty Deadly's even whole ring gear is getting destroyed right now as they're just eating pounce after pounce after pounce.
Right.
Big ass German suplex. Or belly to belly suplex, sorry.
Now wait, Brutus is yanking on those cuffs.
I want to be free.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
They're going the Braun Strowman, Shane McMahon route of breaking out the cage.
Yeah, this is insane.
And now we've got a race between them and Pretty Deadly trying to get to the door. Oh! I like that call. That's a spicy meatball.
Right.
2 count.
Oh. Eurovision getting yanked back in. Wow. Not going anywhere. Hi, everyone. What's up, Ronnie? What's up, Tribal Chief? What's up, Chris? Damien.
What up?
Money for the win. By the way, anyone? What's that?
Sorry, go ahead. No, you're fine.
You got a prediction?
Well, I already took Creed because.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. I was just going to get to Damien's comment about the ratings because I kind of saw that earlier.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. This match has been good, and the Creeds look phenomenal.
Oh, this is absolutely. They are now over as hell. These are now your top guys in the tag team division.
Nice. Wow. Wow.
Got her into a spine buster. 1, 2 count.
They gave us a little old heart foundation with a twist.
Yeah. Oh, was that a heart attack?
Yeah, but instead of the clothesline, he threw in the neck breaker. He threw
the cutter.
So what? Oh, that one's for
you.
Monday Night Raw. Wow, ratings from last night 1.7. Ooh, interesting.
Yes, I did see that they slid a little bit because of Monday Night Football, but that still to me isn't that bad because, well, first off, Dynamite ain't cracking 1 million. At any point right now. Well,
the last 3 weeks, controversy,
but yeah. Apparently, yeah, as a dumpster fire, it works, but
right.
It's still interesting. They've just had 2 episodes, or most of their shows have been up in the 2s, and they weren't even really in the high 1s before, when Vince was in charge.
There you go. Sorry, Nick. Sorry, we got a W.
1, 2.
They hit it again. I don't exactly love their finisher because twice I watched it now that they don't hit it clean. You got to make it look like
it's a little convoluted,
right? You gotta get it.
The heart attack and everything worked well because you had Neidhart kind of as the base, the little stocky and everything. Yeah. These guys look, thin and athletic.
He's struggling. Hurry up, bro. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. Pretty Deadly is still your NXT Tag Team Champions. Damon Kemp handcuffed Julius to the cage, and Brutus did all he could, but at the end, to no prevail. He's out. It's over.
Right. Left him hanging up in the top corner. That was a hell of a match, though, honestly. And to me, the moreover team took the loss there. Like, the Creed brothers are now, I feel, your top guys in that division.
But what I do like about this is, A, they got screwed, and B, now you're rooting for them to get them. Like, nobody's really Pretty Deadly is naturally a heel squad, right? Unless they turn into, Fandango and our old buddy Tyler, right?
Yeah, but it's weird. The Damon Kemp thing's weird. Oh, and we are getting the announcement now of who's going to be facing Carmelo Hayes later on tonight. So who do you think it'll be, folks? Von Wagner, Wesley, or Joe Gacy?
I know the answer.
Oh.
Wesley. We called it.
Right. That's where we voted, folks.
We did vote.
I can see, honestly, like a kind of 1, 2, 3 kid type upset of, he just happens to sneak one.
Right. Breaking news. Wesley wins the vote by 1 vote.
Could you imagine?
Oh, now Gacy's being creepy with Wesley.
Gacy's creepy with everybody. It's kind of in the name.
Like, like Bray was like the sinister creepy where he gave you the chills because you think he'd slit your throat or, eat your fucking head for some reason. But Gacy comes off creepy, like peeking in your windows creepy.
Yeah, Gacy's like 6 feet creepy.
Like 6 feet creepy. I didn't know they stacked creepy that high.
Yeah, no, I feel like that man might not be allowed around schools.
Creed brothers win. Tony Storm, Athena versus Dr. Britt, Serena. Yes, Damian, we will be here for that. Go click below. But we'll see how that goes. But we'll get back there. Wait, what?
Why?
Dr. Britt Baker in the locker room on Dark said she's not medically cleared. Interesting. I did not catch that part.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
Right. What's up, KJ and Nick? I got that one already a couple times.
Creeds versus FTR. No. You're rushing that real quick.
Too soon.
Yeah, FTR wins that by a squash. Easy.
Yeah, and
there's a difference between over guys and top guys.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're developmental over. You know what I mean? Like they're at that stage. Like, and that's not a knock on them. They're getting themselves over. They're doing really well.
It's Hunter's used the term. It's our developmental. When he's downplaying how Dynamite whooped their ass for months on end.
Right, and that's it. That's exactly how it goes, Nick.
To the victor goes the spoils.
Yes.
Canadian Spaceman, what up?
This week's Raw sucked for 80 to 90% of the time. It was very mid, very average.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Very mid. And there were certain high points, and to me, the best part of it was more the storylines intertwining and everything. Like KO's promo, and I know you talked about it. It gave me freaking goosebumps to see that man actually get that emotional, and that felt 100% sincere. The way he's shoving him and everything, absolutely.
No, it was good. It was delivered amazingly, and KO's always been known for a guy that can work the mic, and he just seems like he's comfortable again. He's found a groove. He's in a space where he feels good, and he's just coming out there and just nailing it. And it's good to see. And I mean, I was impressed with Theory this week as well.
Oh yeah, that whole segment was great, but then we also turned around and had low points to where, like, Kai and Sky won the tag belts from Puke and Powerful. That's Aaliyah and Raquel for anyone new here.
Team Smiley.
Team Smiley, the PG version. But that very much felt like that's what should have been the end of the tournament. That's what they had the whole pyro go off and everything. It's why give them like a 2-week title reign for them to turn around and lose it to the team they just won it off, or they just beat for it.
Right. I mean, I agreed with you, but especially how it played out. It was very lackluster. Like the most exciting thing about the whole situation was the pyro.
Right.
It's not really what we're looking for here.
Yeah. So that's the thing, is I think really with Raw, its storyline stuff was great. Its actual in-ring stuff, mid.
Yeah, no, it struggled. It wasn't my favorite Raw in quite a bit. So, I don't know. It's just like there's a lot of time before the next time they got to put on a big show. So we might get a little.
Yeah, they're very much like we even saw with Bayley answering the open challenge responding after Bianca won. They're slow playing, like you said. Like I think we talked about on stream. They have until I think the beginning of October before Extreme Rules. So now is where we kind of. It's not back-to-back big shows.
Now, October 10th is the season premiere on USA of Monday Night Raw. So stay tuned, folks. It's going to be a good one.
So you want me to go with my theory then? Because we had, for those who watched Monday Night Raw, There was a bit of a technical glitch and everything that happened during Omos's match. Now it could be nothing, but I guess if we're going to go down the conspiracy route here and just smoking the hopium, folks, I very much could see that it somehow end up playing out to he's got the whole world in his hands. Very much Mr. Bray Wyatt. You do that now, and then you give it like 4 months, and then it pops up like you have a glitch
4
on like
months,
or something.
maybe 3
weeks. Okay, maybe a month or two. So that might have been a bit extreme, but like say,
would you even remember the first one if it happened again in 2 months from now?
But that's the thing is, I think you play this all the way to like WrestleMania or post WrestleMania.
Dude, fuck that. At some point, people are going to just be like, "Fuck Bray Wyatt."
Like, no, they're going to be like, "Fucking fix my fucking cable system."
Listen, we talked that this man has done an amazing job of keeping himself relevant for this entire time. Where we talk about him more than some of the active wrestlers. We're getting a replay of the wedding, by the way.
I'm right now getting a whole video package for NXT 2.0.
Oh, that's what this is.
Yeah, because they're very much, they also had polls up of like, who do you think's been the biggest star so far out of NXT 2.0, which is a question I'd like to get your opinion on. Or like, who's the breakout woman of NXT 2.0, stuff like that.
Mandy Rhodes has been the best female wrestler in NXT 2.0 since it's been 2.0.
Right.
In my humble opinion, I know people are going to say like, "Come on, KG, she's not that." Nah, I mean, overall, she's been the top of the division for a reason. Her and Toxic Attraction ran this show in the female division, so
she reinvented her career.
Yeah, and I mean, they did well because you wanted to see some of the matches they had, and you wanted to see some of the angles, and a lot of nights, most of the fellas wanted to, or most of the people wanted to see the ladies. So,
so then I'll ask you. So, and to me, it comes down to two guys. For who would you say has been the most, the biggest star to come out of so far from NXT 2.0 on the male side? Braun Breaker or Carmelo?
Well, that's Braun Breaker kind of sits on a different, and that's the tricky thing about, because you got to remember, Ciampa carried NXT, even the Rainbow brand, for so long, right? Like,
well, he helped raise Braun up,
right? So it's kind of the tale of two, like that transition, but the overall overpowering storyline and future of the brand is the man that basically wears the brand's colors on his uniform.
Yeah, the man in a singlet.
Right.
So, but that's who you take as the biggest star right now out of 2.0?
Yeah, he's neck and neck with Carmelo. Carmelo's been a heater.
No, that's who I would take is Carmelo, because to me, he's been the one he's gotten that North American Championship over like Rover. That feels almost bigger and more important and defended more frequently than the NXT Championship. Better matches, like Christ, that match between him and Ricochet. We were hoping we were going to get him and Ricochet again tonight.
Right.
He's just turned himself completely around, because Braun to me was always supposed to be the guy. Carmelo just came out of nowhere and just stole this whole show.
He's good. And I think the way he's projecting right now, he's definitely a guy that could be in line for a main roster spot sooner than later. He's good. He comes off authentic. He comes off mature, and he's doing good. I mean, you put him in the ring with Grimes, he gave us a good match. You put him in the ring with Ricochet, he gave us a good match. Kind of a different style overall. Like, you put him in the ring with, what's the list? He had that whole list going around the ring, which was
that was incredible too. To where he sat there and had all the jerseys hanging of everybody that he's beaten for it. But I could very much see him right now challenging for a mid-card title on the main roster. Just like with how you talked about Mandy, I could see her challenging for a women's championship on the main roster.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, so essentially we're getting
the year in review.
A year in review.
In case you haven't been watching this whole time, we're going to remind you of everything you may have missed.
Now, at the very end of this video, do you see the logo at the very end, and there's like a little flash? No. I think you smiled, but now we've been foreshadowing or talking about changes to the look and feel of NXT 2.0. Was a gold flash around the logo, a little bit of foreboding?
Oh, that's where I thought exactly where I thought you were going with it. Of we might get a little hint of it. We may go back towards that color scheme, folks. It may not be the same, feel vibe. We may still keep the Nickelodeon-ish Universal Studios vibe, but it may still at least have that color scheme.
Right. Now we got Brooks and Dunn coming out with a young gentleman for
Connor's Pure Thriver Mason, the Night Howler Ramirez.
Right.
Is out right now, rocking the NXT championship around, going with the shoulder strap there, the side saddle.
Right. And Daisy Duke is now in the ring, going to take on Lash Legends. If you guys care, let us know.
Fallon Henry. Henley. Not Who? Mark Henry, like your favorite night, moment of AEW. But if it's Fallon Henley, goddamn, versus Lash Legend. Your curse is spread onto me. I'm messing everyone's name up.
Right? Don't blame me. That's terrible.
I got no one else but to.
That's true. Where are we going with this? That was Triple H in a KO in KO's promo. Yeah, maybe. I see what you're saying. I mean, I definitely can see Triple H turning him up, and Triple H really good at delivering that kind of promo, right? That passionate, in your face, yelling promo. We've seen Triple H do it time and time again.
Well, and honestly, I feel like we've seen KO do that before. That, and it fits for Kevin to do a promo like that of literally shoving Austin Theory as hard as he can, like not just pushing around, playing around. Of you see him getting misty-eyed, tearing up and everything the whole time he's doing it. Excuse me. So absolutely, that was Kevin Steen coming out. That was him being able to be a professional wrestler and really getting actually to kind of, like you said, he's felt like timid or like almost gun shy before under the Vince era.
Apprehensive.
Right.
And again, that's the part of the problem when you're trying to even if you're trying to make it your own, to recite lines is way different than just getting on here and talking, right? Like it changes the dynamic altogether. If you just say, hey, KO, these are the main points, you could make sure you hit this and this, go. And he's just rambling the way he was last night. That just, whatever comes out of my mouth, I'm just blurting it out. And it worked. And it sounds authentic. It doesn't sound like that, where you're trying to pull the words back. And
a prime example, Christ, you could even look at it in a microcosm here on the channel and everything. I could come out here and just Lash Legend right now.
Ooh.
She's a very talented superstar and just sound completely scripted and completely phony because I'm having to stick to something. Or we could just be us, like I think KO was during that whole promo.
Wow.
And you actually, damn.
Wow.
But you actually feel it. It draws you in. It compels you to watch. Wow.
Daisy Duke with the big 1, 2, 3, and Lash Legend goes under clean quick.
Yeah, that's interesting. Of course, right as I put Lash Legend over is when she, eats the 1, 2, 3. I guess curse of Big Nick over here.
Okay, this lady who I don't know is upset about being injured. I don't know.
Is that
even the name bit? Even the name bars didn't help me.
Valentina Feroz and Yulusa Leon. Who in the Rudy Blue hell are these people?
Right.
What? Why is Robert Stone wearing Jim Carrey's tux?
No. Right, from Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber. Sorry, no, it's not Jim Carrey. It's who else?
Harry. Jeff Daniels.
Jeff Daniels. Yes, he's wearing Jeff Daniels tux.
That's right. Jim was in orange. We got the reference.
How I was gonna say how to show you're a nerd, folks.
Right? We got it.
You have to correct yourself on an already obvious reference.
Right.
But yeah, now I guess we're getting a little bit of that. Everybody's crossing paths like we got on Raw.
Yeah, a little bit. Mandy painted into a bodysuit. Sup, Anthony? Not really a fan of Pretty Deadly. I don't think they're that good as a tag team. That's why my opinion. I don't know. I haven't seen. I mean, tonight was a good match, and people have spoken highly of them. I haven't seen enough of them to really give a whole lot. They haven't got that over with me at all at this point. But
they hit good moves. There's nothing really storyline wise, character wise, anything that to me draws you into them outside of ha ha. But beyond that, it's like I said, they're just really talented, or I should say just talented professional wrestlers. Like you even said, their own finisher, they didn't hit that clean twice,
right? Like you're supposed to hook the guy, not rub his back. It's just a thing. Just a if you're gonna make that your signature move, put a signature on it. Like make sure you get up and under and grab that guy by the side of the head, so you're ripping him down, and it looks the way it should.
Oh yeah.
Anthony says, "Oh, this is your moment, Nick. This one's for KJ. I'm thinking.
Oh no! I'll take this one. You catch your breath. KJ, I'm thinking still that they might use Kurt as a mouthpiece for a younger tag team like the Creed brothers. They could be the new team angle without Kurt having to do in-ring competition. Thoughts? Alpha Academy. That's who it should be.
Yeah, add them to it though.
Actually, no, because no, you just go super like everybody who's a wrestler. David Stevenson, you come on down. David Kemp, you come on down. Roderick Strong, you come on down.
Right. If you have a singlet, you're in.
Braun's the leader.
It's the Singlet Appreciation Society.
The Straight Edge Society.
Right?
The Singlet Society.
I was going with SAS. The Appreciation Society.
The Singlet Appreciation Society.
I'd rather appreciate
it's already better than the Jericho Appreciation Society.
There you go. Ding. I mean, Kurt can still talk, but I mean, the last couple times I saw Kurt, he's not, he's a kind of a, he's a bit of a shell of who he used to be. And one of my favorites ever. He's one of my guys. Like when people talk about my faves, Kurt Angle is up high on that list, higher than a lot of people got him. And it's just, when you see him coming back, is it just going to be silliness? He can still go. Like, I mean, he's got a mouth. Like, could he have an authority role some way, shape, or form?
Perhaps. And I mean, granted, Angle's not that. Honestly, he's not what he was on the mic before and everything. We saw that when he confronted Gable and all of that. And we had the whole Alpha Academy versus Street Profits match. Kurt's great just on his legacy and everything like that. Just having Kurt there, he's a little bit like almost that totally could still gonna go on the mic, but he just kind of needs to be there, and he already elevates, say if it was the Creed brothers, a little bit extra. But sorry, what was your point again?
I don't know. Who cares?
Okay.
Couldn't have been that important, Nick. KJ, I'm thinking that they might use that was yours. Yeah, so that's where we were going that one. So Pretty Deadly are good as a gimmick team. I don't think so yet. As a gimmick team, have they done anything for you, Nick? Like
no, that's what I was just saying before that, is that they haven't done anything for me at all.
What have you done for me lately?
Right. What have you done for me lately?
Oh, Toxic is in the ring. Do you remember Duckman?
What?
Do you remember Duckman, the cartoon?
I remember a lot of duck stuff, honestly, going on in our childhood. You had Mighty Ducks. You had, Darkwing Duck.
No, but it was like a stupid cartoon. It was a stupid cartoon, Duckman. Anyone else ever remember Duckman?
If you're from Canada, you might remember.
Not Canadian. It was like a Fox show. It came on after The Simpsons or some shit.
Well, that's the thing, is I have that lovely habit of I don't remember it until I see it.
Fact checkers, help me out here. Yeah, but
DuckTales. Was it DuckTales?
No, I love DuckTales.
That's Tony Khan right now. Life is like a hurricane.
Baby Road, and Jane are on the screen, and we're all over here talking about ducks. The fuck?
because they make me go quack, quack.
Howard the Duck. What a classic movie that was.
I want to start my own poll since WWE's doing their polls. Folks, who's your favorite member of Toxic Attraction? Is it Gigi, Mandy, or JC Jane?
Let me see. Maybe I can put that.
I think you can guess mine, and I think I can guess yours.
Let me see if I can put that up. Let me see.
Because these three should be on the main roster. Absolutely. That's honestly who I thought was going to take the tag titles off of Raquel and Aaliyah versus we go back to Kai and Sky. I thought we might have gotten Kai and Sky versus Sasha and Naomi if they came back.
Eventually. I mean, I still think you don't want to rush them, but they're going that way. And I think all these three ladies move up. But you just brought into the fold, alt control delete, and to bring in another, female trios might be a little soon.
I do like though that I like that name for them now. That might be just the new name for them. Alt control delete.
I like it.
Well, because you had mentioned damage control before. I kept calling them damage control because that's what WWE was doing with that book. This is how the final should have been.
Uh-oh, we got Alba.
Mandy's saying, put some respect on my name. All three of y'all.
Mandy Rhodes, how you doing?
Well, and the honestly, the sleeper a bit of the NXT women's division, Alba Fire, Kaylee Ray. I do halfway. She's gotten the new gimmick and the new name over a little bit, kind of like how Gunther has.
Jane, right? Jeez. What's the third member? The poor Jane, right?
Yes.
All right. Oh, poor girl.
What?
Poor girl. There we go.
Somehow the Marty Jannetty of a trio.
Right. All right, James, welcome back. Big fan. JV, welcome back. I know I haven't said hello to Victor yet. The chump is here.
What up, Big Vic?
Oh.
Vic. Oh. Sorry. Oh. Going all
Oh. Wait, that went another way. So
Jason, yeah. Alba Fire going all Negan there, pointing the bat at everybody.
Oh, but, yeah, giving us the best sting she's got.
You're right.
Up she goes. I like this.
Wolfpack sting right there.
There you go. How about your next NXT champion is on the turnbuckle right now?
I'm here. I'd be here for it. And like I said, is Mandy needs to go up. Mandy needs to be challenging Bianca. Mandy needs to be challenging Liv.
Yeah, I think she's in a place where she can do it now.
Oh, absolutely. And those three versus Control Alt Delete. Even though it's heel versus heel, I'm here for it.
Well, I kind of feel like, it would kind of push Control Alt Delete to be baby faces, which I think they could pull off no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here comes Cora again. I don't like this girl. I'm sorry, folks. People are going to hate on me. I can't. Cora Jade has not gotten over with me in any way, shape, or form. None. Not even a little bit. I haven't seen it yet. I don't like her vignettes. I don't like her promos. I don't love her wrestling. What am I missing? Is it just like, wrestling fans look at her and go, she's cute. She's like little Avril. So that's enough? I don't know. Boom, boom, boom. My favorite toxic attraction is Gigi Dolan. I think that's going to be a lot of votes for Gigi. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a big stretch for Gigi. I think at some point she will outshine the group, and they will have to make a decision about whether or not the group stays together. I don't know, folks. Cora Jade is annoying to watch. Yeah, she just, when she talks, I don't know. She just comes off like, as she's trying to be a heel, It's like a bratty teenager. That's what it comes off as, just like bratty. Like, I don't know. I don't care for it. Darkwing Duck was the best. DW. Boom, boom. Velvet Sky or Mandy Rose? Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose versus Asuka. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, where else we got? Honestly, I believe that the titles has stayed on Mandy so long because of guys like Bruce and Vince that look at her instead of her talent in the ring. I disagree, Anthony. I think you're wrong. I think she's delivered some good matches. I think she is a strong wrestler. I don't think she's amazing by any stretch. There's not a whole lot of Mandy Rose matches. I'm like, oh, you got to go back and see this one. But I think she's done well. And as far as being a persona, as far as being a, more than just the wrestling, she has been the face of this division with Toxic Attraction. And I think she's done a great job. I think she deserves her spot. And I think she's held the title so long because she has been the face. Who replaces her? Who goes into commercials instead of her? It's a tough one, right? Cora Jade? You want her on all the posters? And I don't. I'd rather have Mandy. Wendy Choosing still in pajamas. Fucking killing me. Yeah, I don't get it. I can't get behind this, folks. Wendy Chu seems talented and committed to whatever they tell her to do, but why is she still in PJs? And this is fake as shit. Okay, so Wendy was doing good. Now she just seems like a complete and utter. Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, we are getting a outdoor view of Quincy as he's arriving and kiss in the air. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on, but that's a tough one. CJ's favorite wrestler. Realistically, how long does Manatee last as champion? Are Triple H and Shawn Michaels actually high on Mandy as Bruce and Vince were? I think Alba Fire will be the next champion. Cora is cringe. I'll take it. Don't do drugs, folks. Hilarious. Mandy Rose is my pick for NXT Wrestler of 2022. Woo. I guess that was the response to that one, eh, Nick? He's got a valid argument. Let's go. Mandy Rose should be considered as NXT Wrestler of 2022. Why not? Prove me wrong. Go in the chat. Other than, I don't like her. I don't know. You think like she has dominated the women's division. She's delivered title defenses. She's had good matches. She's been the poster girl for the show. I would argue that she draws more ratings than most everybody on the channel. She's got to be considered. She's got to be considered for what she's accomplished. If you take your personal opinions aside, if you take your bias out of it, what she's done, whether you like her or hate her, she's been a good, solid heel. She's been sitting up in her own little lounge for every show. It's been a good look. It's been a good approach. I don't know how I feel about all those penthouse rooftop vignettes that we got, but they were selling an image. And I think they've done great with her. Ooh. Victor, you tell him. Lash Legend sucks. A-Town, welcome back to the show, and very poignant and not mixing any words there, but yeah, I agree. She hasn't delivered anything. She hasn't given us, again, it's just all fake. Like that whole interaction between her and Wendy Chu, fake. Sounds like an after school show. like some fucking Ghost Rider or fucking Nickelodeon show. It just sounds so bad. Are Triple H and Shawn Michaels actually waiting for Kaylee Ray to take the bull by the horns and take the titles away from Mandy? Anthony, I do think that's my call. Alba Fire will be your next, or Kaylee Ray. You're going Kaylee Ray. No, I do think we've already seen the champion. I see that Mandy's not going to be able to hold on to this belt too much longer. She is due to move up. I think Toxic Attraction, with or without her, need to move up. I think they've outgrown the brand. Like they said, it's been a year of dominance. So time to move on, or before it gets stale and boring. And some would argue that it might already have. I don't personally think that, but there is a valid argument against that. Oh my God, the choke is up next. It's interesting. I don't know what's going on. I believe if Carmelo went to NXT, hey, Victor Nash. Here comes the Super Diva. Look at this entrance. This is Viscera. Oh my. What is happening in my life right now? The Super Diva is on the way out. Victor, that is excellent. That's what I think you could do with Carmella to make her relevant again. Right? Oh, that's not allowed. That poor ring post. That poor ring post. We live, baby. Welcome back, Kofi. Good to see you. Yeah, this is a lot. Oh, Sean Gallagher about to have a fucking horrible night in the ring tonight, and take a loss. Whew. Vale, there you go. AK Viscera. That's where I was going with it. I completely got thrown off by that big man. I don't know what the hell he was doing. Yeah, Velveteen Dream and Mabel had a kid. Whew. I'm speechless, folks. I don't even know what to report on this. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous it makes you laugh. And maybe that's the point. And we got to get over it. But this is a lot. The kissing is a lot. The wiggling the tongue at the air. He's like some old drunk Ani at the cookout, just fucking hanging out, just with her tongue swinging in the air. Auntie, stop that. Stop drinking. And Stardust. I see where you're going with the suit. Gold Dust? The announcers are... The announcers, he's real. He's authentic. What the fuck is he? Quinn... Did the announcer just say he'll take... I know I'm not saying a whole lot, and there's not very often I'm at a struggle for words. So you can only imagine what's going on the screen. And if you're watching at home, then you really don't. Yeah. Fans, this is over. Thank fuck. Cameron Grimes in the back. Thank God we've transitioned to something new. Bonsai drop. And I think they called it taking a quince. Oh, that's... Whew. I'm so mad at Nick for being on a pause during that nonsense.
I was about to say that was taking a quince of a segment right there. Just who in the Rudy Blue hell is this man?
I will not put this idea on Vince because the vignettes didn't come out or start until after Vince was gone. So maybe it was planned, But still, if you take over creative, like if you take over a team and they're running fucking horrible offense, you might change a player or two. So if this was already in the works and they're just like, fuck it, let's see. Maybe, but I know we talk about it. Is it over the top, in your face, pushing the envelope? And that's what they're hoping for. He's just going to be.
For what, though?
Well, I mean,
you got that with the Acclaimed. You converted me into, scissor me daddy ass. Pause. Big ass pause after that.
There's a lot going on in that.
Right. But this whole thing, this right here, no.
It's just too far over the top. Like, I don't mind. All right, he's pushed. Like I said, he's kind of making you scratch your head. But when you push it too far, like he's cutting a promo, mid-promo, he starts kissing the air and licking the air.
It's ridiculous is what it is. It's not even pushing the edge. It's just ridiculous for the sake of ridiculousness.
It's just so ridiculous. Yeah, but it's just SJWBS.
Let's not go there with that, folks. Let's just keep it wrestling.
I skipped it. Sometimes you get reading and then you realize. Right. KJ, do you think Triple H and Shawn Michaels are going to scrap the Super Diva gimmick? No, because it seems to be currently over.
Clearly not.
What do you mean? He just made his debut.
They need to scrap him altogether. Just, no, you go away now.
No offense.
No offense, man. Oh, yeah. He's a sexy boy, all right.
Yeah, like.
Different strokes for different folks, I guess. It.
But listen, I mean, we've watched other characters like Goldust and not so much Stardust, but we've seen many old characters that came in and pushed the envelope. Shit, the Headbangers used to run around with the most random of bras.
Oh, you're not comparing that to the Headbangers. I would take the Headbangers in a heartbeat right now. I would take Goldust in a heartbeat. Give me Dustin back. Dustin,
it's not even fair to compare, but you know what I'm saying. It's
I get it.
Man. Like, what the fuck?
It is when Goldust first debuted, you had probably this similar type of response to it and everything. And then they found where that character was supposed to go.
Right.
I don't know if I want to give them the time or chance to take that, but I guess we're stuck with it.
No, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Like, dude, like I said, people have watched us on these streams for hours upon hours upon hours. And if you're new here, we're in a commercial and I'll tell you all about what we do in a second. But we've been on here for hours. There's not many moments, Nick, that were just a lot. Like, I literally stuttered and stumbled during a good chunk of your pause because I just struggled to find the words to,
Oh, trust me, I was very much. I even said in the comment in the chat there, I said I picked a good ass time to go on a break there and everything. And then when towards the end of it, I was telling my wife, I was like, no, I need to get on. I need to comment about this at least a little bit.
I gotta save my boy. He's drowning.
Right.
Oh, fuck. No, I mean, we'll see what happens, Quincy. So now the thing is, he rolls up to the arena in his moped. At first, I thought I prefer the moped entrance. If we're going to push the envelope, get him bouncing out on his moped the way you were doing. I don't know why they dropped that from level up to here, where now they're doing like this, because Super Diva, he gets a director's chair, right?
It's just, it pays me that we're still trying to, like, how can we make this make sense? How can we make this halfway good?
Yes, throwing it way back.
Papa Paul, your only hope.
Right, but Adrian Street, of course, very. I see where you're going with the connection to Quincy, and Adrian was very, especially for his time.
You definitely might have me on this one. I don't recall that.
Yeah, I mean, Adrian ran through the old territories. I believe he was champ at least once, but he was very much that Quincy where he'd throw a kiss and I believe actually he's credited, and they got the hate letters, like the channel they aired on actually got letters because it was like the first ever homosexual interracial kiss on network on TV.
Really,
and back in the day, people just started writing letters like, what the hell? There was a lot going on. So, I mean, a bit of a trailblazer. And we've watched wrestlers like Effie, who has come under some controversy lately for some of his antics.
Right.
So, yeah.
And well, I there was a couple points I was going to jump in there of, speaking of first kiss, we got a first kick, and with a whole lot of going on, we just had Trick and Carmelo very much just decimate Wesley in the backstage locker room that they had going on, to where Carmelo ran in with a kick right to the head. They stomped this man into the lockers. They smashed his head, and chair-toed him with a locker door. So we might be getting somebody else facing Carmelo tonight instead of Wesley. If that is the case, it's a shame that they had to job him out. Yeah, I still think, if they still have him wrestle, it's very much that I feel we're getting that. He gets the sneaky roll up, the cheeky, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 kid kind of over Razor Ramon victory. But maybe I'm still now excited that maybe we get Carmelo versus Ricochet again. Yes, the great Irish wrestler, as CJ said, or KJ said there. Christ, I read Victor's comment and then saw you. But yes, the great Irish wrestler, the representative of NXT UK, Rick O'Shea, could be taking on Carmelo Anthony or Carmelo Hayes. God, Carmelo Anthony. I'm getting everybody's names wrong. Thanks, KJ. But so right now we have Cameron Grimes versus the D'Angelo family. But Grimes, I don't think, has a partner right now. So this seems like it's very much right now 2-on-1, which is interesting to me. Are we going to get his partner like halfway through the match? Why? Are we going to have him still wrestle a 2-on-1 match? Which again, why? So I think Cameron Grimes is a little bit getting into that territory of he's done so much on NXT that he has nowhere to go but the main roster. Right now, he would work up there. You put him on, say, a SmackDown and you have him challenge Gunther for the IC title. Or Christ, you sit there and you pair him with Seth Rollins on Monday Night Raw. And they're both just kind of the men who laugh. Not saying Rollins needs somebody paired up, but I could, again, just like I said with Carmelo, I could see Grimes very much competing for a mid-card title right now up on the main roster instead of kind of, in no offense to Tony, because I'm a fan of him, but a nowhere feud. I read your comment. That made me flub there, sir. I'll read that, or where'd it go? Oh, Anthony. But fine, I'll take responsibility for my flubs because I read your comment right there and it made me flub. But no disrespect to Tony or anything like that, because, from one good paisan to another, I think Tony could be a North American champion, could be competing for the NXT championship. I think we need to start getting that crop of guys from NXT 2.0 now that we're in that year. We had that whole video package towards the beginning of the show. You kind of now, there's some guys you can pick from there that you can move up. And honestly, sooner rather than later, we've already got depth at the top of the card. Let's start getting some depth at the mid card and beyond, to infinity and beyond. Chris and Elliott versus Mello. Ooh. And so now we've got Joe Gacy is Cameron Grimes's mystery partner. He's up in the corner looking for a tag, because I was going to say we had Schism come out, and it's a shame, folks, what they've done to the poor grizzled young veterans. They missed, the Papa Paul era by a couple of weeks, and they would have been able to just stay the way they were instead of Kane's younger brother, or Kane's son, and what's her name there? Julia Hart, just in the male version. But now we've got D'Angelo and Grimes going at it right now. So, folks, I guess now that we've got an official tag team versus tag team match, let me know who you're taking for this match. Grimes and Gacy or the D'Angelo family? I'm going to go with D'Angelo family, honestly. Yeah, I got that one. Yes, Anthony. I trust me. I tend to KJ's taking Grimes and Gacy. Okay. Agree to disagree. Don't disrespect the Syracuse legend like that. I done seen that man play live in college. I know I'm just playing. I call him Carmelo, just like Brooks and Jensen and Brooks and Dunn. Yeah, see, we all got kind of nicknames going on for everybody around here. So at times it gets, interesting to try and remember who's actually who. And a double Frankensteiner from Grimes onto the D'Angelo families. So Grimes right now, and I guess Gacy's staying as his partner. So I guess they're right now in control, but this still very much seems like a 2-on-1 match. Anthony, Nick, I'm confused. I thought the fans were supposed to vote on who Cameron Grimes' tag team partner was supposed to be. No, oddly enough, and Gacy's in the ring now. Oddly enough, that was not one of the things that they had people vote on. I guess earlier last week they had people vote on the stipulation for the tag team match earlier that kicked off the show tonight. And Gacy's coming in as a house of fire. Why is this man working babyface right now? And then even as far back as last night on Monday Night Raw, because we did it live, that the only thing they had left that you could vote on was for who was going to face Carmelo Hayes. And we voted for Wesley, and it very much seems now like Wesley's not going to be involved in this match after both Trick and Carmelo pretty much jump him in the locker room. And wow, Grimes just going to town on everybody. Gacy's hitting the springboard, the upside down. 1, 2, 3 count. And so Cameron Grimes and Joe Gacy pick up the win. Are we going to have... Yes, I know you called it. Nick, when was the voting? That was, like I said, Vic, I believe that was last night as far as the voting for... I think it was up for the Carmelo match was up until the show started tonight. For the match for the tag team match, I'm not sure when that one ended. I thought they were going to still have everything up because I pulled it up on Raw, and we were going to do, point out how it's like Cyber Sunday, Taboo Tuesday, and we got one match in, one question in, and we're like, well, this is garbage. But so we're getting a Gacy kind of with the Bray Wyatt, the arms out, wanting Grimes to acknowledge him, and now Schism stomping him out. Can someone explain to me what's exactly going on with them? Is anyone a big fan of them? Oh, that's an interesting tag team move. Basically had him in the position for a tombstone and then pops him into a code breaker. But and now Gacy hits his finisher on Grimes. But is this Grimes trying to be like Bray when he recruited Daniel Bryan into the Wyatt family? I hate his finisher. Yeah, it's a little bit like Grayson Waller's of it's unnecessary for no reason. It doesn't add anything to the move. All it does is really subtract. But I still don't get like the whole little smiley face buttons and all of that. It's just, it's bad in all the wrong ways. And we're now getting JD McDonough getting a nice, I guess, clean shave backstage. Yeah, that was fast. And Edward, what up? Hello, Edward, Chris, JV. Happy belated birthday. I know we said it live on Monday for those who don't know. Monday was JV's birthday. Long time, fan of the channel, I guess. But hello, Damien. Hello, everybody watching along. I see all y'all. So we're getting a JD McDonough kind of video package right now. I'm going to be interested. It's interesting to see how he goes. And now, especially like with Gallus, I could see them almost teaming up, pairing up. You get Gallus goes after the tag belts. You have JD go after the world title because he's calling out Braun right now. And up next, we are getting an exclusive interview with the man himself, Braun Breaker, Mr. 80s incarnate himself. Gacy is Kevin Owens' doppelganger. No, that's my co-host, one half of or 1/3 of the deadly alliance we got going on here. Mr. KJ White is Kevin Owens' doppelganger. But folks, now that we're in a commercial break, I will take this time to let you know that we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. We are here covering anything and everything what's going on in professional wrestling, whether it's WWE, what, AEW, what, NWA, what, GCW, what, XPW, what, BCW, what. Pretty much, if it's got a three-letter acronym, three-letter name going on with it, we're here covering it, live and in full effect. And even if we're not, fully watching it live, if we're doing, the Let's Rumble and we're keeping an eye on Impact or anything like that, absolutely, we're still tuned in, tapped into anything going on in professional wrestling. So this is the place that you need to be when you got, your nice little, buddies, your cousins, your uncles, your wrestling fans you can't get in real life coming over and hanging out, watching the good old wrestling graps with you.
That's it, folks. We do this nonstop. We will be back tomorrow for AEW Dynamite. Looking forward to seeing what that brings the last 3 weeks here. AEW has brought in more viewers than they're used to, just because a lot of the controversy, a lot of the stuff going on, and little French what's going on. Look what? Qu'est-ce que fuck?
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Right. But yes, we will be back for Dynamite Thursday. Stay tuned. We might have a little bit of a trick up our sleeve. So we haven't fully discussed what our final plan is for Thursday. We will be moving Let's Rumble this week, so you won't get our weekly podcast on Thursday, but we are planning on still bringing it out most likely on the weekend. And yeah, like we always say here, folks, the wrestling might suck, but we never do. And we are here for all of the wrestling, as our boy Nick pointed out. We do not stop. We cover it all. We got some busy times coming up ahead. September, a little bit quiet, but then we get into the 23rd of September and onwards. Lots going on. Plus, September 21st, my buddy's birthday. We are going to celebrate in a big way. It's up now. Go to our Instagram. Go to our social media. Check it out. My boy Nick tells a very beautiful, heartwarming story about his journey. Very brave to put himself out there the way he did. And we're also, telling that story and something we both relate to very deeply. But we're raising money for mental health. And a lot of you guys out there, go check our social media. Give a donation, whether it's a penny, a nickel, a dollar, whatever you got. Give us some change. But it's for a great cause. It's something that everybody, at times can let slide. But mental health is extremely important. And a lot of people out there don't get the help they need before it's too late. So go support, give us a donation. And on the 21st, we were going to be doing a whole stream, and the link will be accessible the whole time, but it's already up, Nick.
Yes, absolutely. For those of you who have been here for a hot minute and everything like that, obviously when we celebrated KJ's birthday and everything, this man got death before dishonor and everything. I at least get Grand Slam to where my boy MJF's going to win the AEW World Championship in his hometown of Long Island. But yes, folks, my birthday is coming up. It goes right hand in hand with Grand Slam, and it's something very near and dear to me, something that very much means a lot to me, and we're going to keep it together now. We're going to keep it together. Yeah, so the post's out on my Instagram. Obviously, our socials are, floating around and everything like that, and I'm sure I got most of you by now. If not, what are you doing with your life? But absolutely. If you want to donate anything, absolutely any sort of donation from whatever to whenever, I greatly appreciate it. But at the end of the day, to me, it's more important that we need to honestly talk about mental health, and it needs to be addressed, and it needs to be something that just doesn't have this stigma anymore attached to it. So absolutely, that's even part of, like I said, why I say be a friend, tell a friend, not just, like, share and subscribe with the channel or anything, let them know about us. But if you got anything going on with your life or anything like that, talk to somebody.
That's it.
At the end of the day, wait, you got me and KJ, you got me and CJ in your corner there and everything.
Right.
And even if you don't have anything going on, just tell somebody hi. Just, ask how they're doing. Just check up on somebody. Do a little mental health checkup on your buddies and everything like that. You're not alone in this, and we're all in this together. Everybody goes through this at one time or another.
Absolutely, Nick, and it's very important. So, yeah, go to our socials, check it out. But we're looking forward to that stream. We're looking forward to the rest of this week, and it keeps coming. And we're working on some original content. We kind of put some of our original content on the back burner. So we are getting into it.
Why?
We're gonna have more.
Why?
There's gonna be a lot of stuff.
Why?
It's gonna be more than one video.
Why?
It's gonna be more than one live.
Why?
Then we're gonna have another one and do some
Why?
more. And Braun
we're gonna have one show. What? 2 shows. What? 3 shows. What? 4 shows. What? Got Braun Breaker right now. What?
We broke him. Plug the tees.
Someone hit that reset button.
Listen, look at the producer, Victor. Plug the tees. Well,
listen, you plug the t-shirts there, Vic. You're part of this.
Let's go.
You do it in the chat.
That's it. That's our t-shirts, folks. Mr. Victor wanted us to give it a little shout out, a little plug. Braun Breaker's doing a little bit of a promo or a little bit of a backstage interview.
They replayed a botch.
Yeah, they really did.
What the hell? They replayed a botch of when he faced Chomp and Chomp was dressed up like God of War. And he halfway, sorry, Vic, but he just missed the mid-rope jump. Sorry.
Right. But he was so these are the t-shirts, folks. Go to Alt Wrestling Tees and find your t-shirt today. But yes, we have the CJ cut the shit when you just don't want to put up with it anymore. Get that t-shirt right now. You have the Mr. Every Night. This is the shirt that you buy. Take it to the bar and let everyone know what's up. You know, don't put a jacket over that t-shirt. And of course, we got the what t-shirt.
Why?
The what t-shirt.
Why?
The what t-shirts.
Why?
That's right, folks. So go to Alt Wrestling Tees on Instagram, on social, or you can reach out at altwrestlingtees@gmail. The link is below in the description and in the description of the channel. So go check them out. That's it. It's all our promoing. And Braun Breaker's still talking. Where are we getting from?
Taking after his Uncle Scott. Just doesn't know when to call it enough.
Right. This is interesting, Nick.
Well, I also had it was interesting because I had a couple people mention it to me about one of the names, I guess, that WWE's trademarked recently. I can't remember the exact name, but it was very unique. So I think I hadn't seen them trademarking the House of Black name. I wonder if they just keep Buddy and Brody as a tag team and you just have Julia Hart as kind of the manager.
Or maybe it is just in fear of, oh shit, we might lose this guy.
It's very much. I mean, the man's gone at this point. I think he's gone.
You think so? There's no reprieve and return.
The man asked for a conditional release, and still he had to fight with it. Would you really want to go back to a working situation like that? If you had any sort of apprehension, and you're literally just going to keep getting booked to lose.
I mean, it's definitely going to take some level of a conversation, Nick, for sure, as far as what's going to allow him to work and not be in a bad mental state.
Yeah, it's going to take some smoothing over and some good sales pitching from Tony in that situation. But even then, so you're going to trademark the House of Black when the guy with the last name Black has left the company. What? Right.
You just put him in
just the House of Nothing now. It's just the house.
It's I don't know what the fuck it is. But now you have a chance to, put him in charge of the Judgment Day.
Why? We just get Judgment Day versus the House of Alistair or something like that.
Right. Scott's promos were always exciting. Yeah, because you never knew
right, because you never knew if that man was gonna, be over here or over here.
Right.
I swear those cows spoke English.
We're coming off the Braun interview to a backstage with Tyler Bate. Yeah, man, it's quite interesting.
And I think this would play into perfectly like how you've talked about of if we go and do war games up on the main roster for Survivor Series, and then we have the traditional Survivor Series matches on NXT. And you could get, say, maybe a team that's captained by Braun and Tyler Bate, and then they have, how are they going to coexist? Stuff like that. You get back into that actual, teams for the sake of teams versus just, hey, you just got, drafted over here. So Wear a blue shirt.
Yeah.
Nikkita Lyons coming out right now.
Yeah, you beat me to it. Yes. Right now, it's funny. The fan vote on who your favorite member of Toxic Attraction is 4 votes for Mandy. No votes for anyone else.
Well, you voted 4 times, sir.
I did not vote. I would have picked Gigi. And by the way, Nikkita is on the way to the ring, and that's what. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, Nikkita Lyons and Zoey Starks.
So yeah, they're back together as a.
Well, now that they're not having to go into your home territory, Canada, they can actually still compete as a tag team.
I might have to refresh. I voted for Gigi. There you go. I might have to. Let me see. Maybe YouTube's slacking a little.
Victor's saying I voted for Gigi 4 times. Got
right. You clicked the wrong button.
Oops, my finger slipped.
No, I got 100% Mandy right now as it stands. So we'll see what happens.
And now we've got Kiana James and Arianna Grace coming out. So this is very much going to be Zoey Starks and Nikkita Lyons winning this match.
Listen, neither one of these girls have found a way to get over with me. I hate them.
I don't remember either one of these girls, to be honest with you.
Well, is that not Santino Monroe?
Yeah, that's Santino's daughter, and that's Discount Stacy Keebler.
Discount Stacy Keebler. Whew. Body.
Tell me I'm wrong. Just because it's mean doesn't mean it's wrong.
Yeah, anybody got a prediction on this match? You got a prediction? It's got to be, Nikkita and Zoey, right?
It's who do you have for this match, and why is it Nikkita and Zoey?
Right? I'm not betting against either one of them.
Right. You can't bet against that wagon.
Bro. That's what made them good. Breaker predictable. Yeah, Breaker's green and he sounds a little scripted still.
Well, no, that's also what made Scott not able to work with a lot of people and not work in many companies is because he just said what he wanted to say.
Yeah. Some would say exciting. Some would say exciting. Others might say liability.
Right.
Thin line.
Exactly.
Thin line. What else? What's this one, Nick?
Miss Nikkita. Oh, that's too many thicks.
Right.
Thickness Nikkita Lyons. No, it's Nikkita Lyons. So she's got more that goes to that, but I like being on YouTube. I picked the third member. All right, JB. You cool your
simmer down. It's a Tuesday, buddy. Come on now.
Right. Simmer down now. Simmer down. Nick, thank you for bringing up a fundraiser for mental health issues because we've had a lot of losses in the business over the last year because of suicide from mental issues. I think we've had a lot of that across the board, to be honest. Mm-hmm. I think that's honestly, I think that's one of the biggest issues that we have in at least our country. I know, obviously, KJ, you can probably speak to Canada or anything like that. I think mental health is a worldwide issue. Sorry, go ahead.
Especially over the last couple of years, right? Things have definitely amplified, and it's been a battle. It's been a grind. It's isolation and, different.
Oh, absolutely. Especially COVID 2022 or 20 was still in 2022 was not any sort of help to anyone dealing with anything like that. But yeah, not just trying to tie this into professional wrestling or anything like that, but just across the board. Be a friend, tell a friend.
Absolutely. Be a friend, tell a friend. I love it, Nick. And I mean, I've told my story on this channel as well, and you understand that not every day is an easy one, but there's always options, and there's always people out there that do care. So, hey,
well, that's the thing. That's one thing I can say that I'm grateful for, and everything like that, and is that I have people in my life now, and I'm sure you can attest to this too. And even some of you find folks there in the chat and everything, some of you like JV run me the wrong way at times. That's all right.
That's not brotherly love, though, right?
Right. Oh, that's
I hate you, but I love you.
But absolutely no. There is always going to be someone out there that's going to listen to you, no matter what you've got going on.
Right. There you go. I gotta free the wagon. Down. That we need
right. Oh God, Christ! We've already got the
right?
Team Punk and Team Bucks shirts and everything else too.
Right. No,
up
those were. Listen, go to Alt Wrestling Tees and check out. He's got some Team Punk and Team Young Bucks T-shirts. Yeah, I know.
You thought presidential elections were heated,
right?
This is heated, folks. Team Punk versus Team Bucks.
I'm excited for a women's wrestling this Saturday, and it returns.
What?
Wow. I thought he just stuttered. Whoa. That's all.
The women's.
The reason why Steiner promos were so exciting is the guy was whacked out on steroids, and you didn't know what he was going to snap. No, he was entertaining as shit though. And when he hit that big pop-up pump stride, I mean, it was something else. Like, Scott Steiner was all right. I mean, don't get me wrong, a Hall of Famer as a tag team, but he was, had the Kentucky waterfall, the curly edition, and literally, he was just a really good wrestler. And then he just reinvented himself, and all of a sudden, he was jacked to shit. And he was bursting out of his skin, and he had a multicolored facial hair.
Yeah, that man went from Scott Steiner, one half of the Steiner brothers, to the big bad booty daddy,
right?
Real quick.
It's like one of the Creed brothers shoring up his Ryback tomorrow. Like it's like just
if he just shows up with like a blonde goatee and everything, and chainmail on his head. Yeah, that's
what fucking everyone's saying that Braun's a little bland. That's what they should be doing. Is next week he comes out with he's got the little stripe and the chainmail.
Never go full Scott Steiner.
I just want to hear
who's done that and it backfired a bit for them. Petey Williams, Jordan Grace. Yeah, you don't even want to be in the peripheral of that man.
Right. I'm the Scott of this channel. All right.
Okay.
I'm excited for a wow. There we go. I got it. See, I got you.
Oh, Women of Wrestling. Okay.
Maybe we do wow.
We are wow. I don't know.
You heard it here first, folks. We are
Reach.
Zoey Starks and
oh, thank you, cameraman.
Yeah, so nobody's going for the other team.
I don't see how you would.
Don't know what you just said, JV, so I'm assuming it's improper. Damian Peter, who's their champion? Tessa Blanchard. Oh, wow. I don't think so.
If she might be. I think that might be the one. No, I think she might have had falling out with them too.
Shit.
It's interesting to try and remember where Tessa Blanchard can actually still work now.
How come it always comes back to the shit with Victor?
Because him and CJ are just, it's like tag teams.
Cut the shit. I can't do it. It feels improper. CJ, I'm sorry.
It's like the scissor me. Like we're just
right.
Can't fully connect it.
Right. All right. So this match is going along. Whoa, big clothesline. I mean, this girl's what's her name again? The Stacy Keibler knockoff.
Oh, you would ask me that. I was ready to say Zoey Starks.
Yeah, that would be the Zoey and
Zoey and Nikkita versus Jobber A and Jobber B versus Santino's daughter and Discount Keibler.
Where are we going with this? I don't know. We got to double check on that one. Fact checkers. Where's the fact checkers? Let us know. Who's the
champion? They probably answer. We just haven't gotten to their comments yet.
Right. Probably. Tessa Blanchard does not work for WoW. I didn't think so. I thought she was on the outs with everybody. Oh,
play stupid games, win stupid prizes, folks.
There you go. JV saying, don't assume, buddy. Don't assume. That I definitely know some of the words in this one.
Si amigo de... Oh, God. I'm going to offend a lot of people. Nope.
No.
Habla inglés.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Whatever you do, just don't ask Scott Steiner a math question or about cows.
Or about cows. And math about cows is the funniest.
Oh God! Well, that
does that go down as
that Hall of Fame speech wasn't one of the worst and greatest at the same time?
That's what I was gonna say. That's got to go down as one of the most epic Hall of Fame speeches ever.
Right.
Moo. Right. Like, thank God Taker had one of the most epic.
Right. Taker's TED Talk there.
But it was phenomenal. Like, I mean, if anyone gets a fucking TED Talk,
I would buy tickets to.
If he sat down,
show anything. I'm happy he's starting a podcast.
Right? Like, if Taker sat down and lit a smoke and said, "Folks, we're going to be here for a while," I was in for the whole ride.
Such a strap on and strap in, folks. I'm here for it.
Yeah, no. So I know a lot of people. Oh, it was a TED Talk. That's the fucking Undertaker. Shut up.
It's Undertaker. It's 30 years in business, and he's the only one that's managed to keep his actual credibility and respectability, unlike Hogan, Warrior, etc.
Chewbacca, Riddlin, pay attention. Let's go. Oh, big win, and the crotch drop is back.
I wanted to call it something else.
You're not allowed.
It rhymes with glam slam.
No, it does not. It does. It's kind of funny, but no, we don't.
You write the joke yourselves, folks.
Yeah,
just don't write it in the chat, please.
One of them's going to be like, "Is it this?"
Right, JV, of course, you bastard. Scott Seiner's Hall of Fame speech is a perfect example of the amount of chair shots. We're not getting into all of that.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, I don't want to comment on that. Who in the Rudy Blue hell?
Schism has wandered outside, and they're
we got the person that's constantly been showing up with them in the red hood, confronting another team. I'm remiss, I don't remember their name.
It's fuck.
And it's those guys.
Everyone who tunes in on Tuesday, I'm pretty sure part of it is just like the over under on how many names we fuck up or forget.
Well, and honestly, though, at times like you get
like
people that won't be on TV for 2 months, and then all of a sudden they have a match, and you're like, "What now? Who are you?"
Right, folks. Who was that other team outside the ring, outside the arena or the studio?
Wesley getting treated, so it looks like he's not going to be able to go. But we're getting the Snoopy Snoop cam.
There you go, JV. Look at that. Cam.
Oh, okay.
There you go, buddy.
Yeah.
Listen, I do appreciate it, and you can understand why we were a little nervous when we don't fully understand. So we do appreciate the positive vibe, though, JV, and we appreciate you as well. You're just a loose. You're like the Scott Steiner of the chat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, I think that's what he was saying before.
Yeah, right.
But no, whether you've been here for 5 minutes, 5 seconds, or 5 months, Christ, if not longer at this point, folks, I appreciate any bit of time that you've spent here, any bit of time you've spent listening to us talk about God knows what. So thank you.
Mission Pro Wrestling is a great women's promotion. Yes, it is. I can't say I've watched a ton of it, but it definitely comes with high reviews.
All right. Though there's still, you get that nice little interesting, realm of still you have independents that still exist, even though you've got your GCWs, your NWAs, your AEWs, etc.
Right, Victor popped me. Sorry,
but the girl that took that
right,
yeah,
should have been me. Yeah, right. Let it be me. Please.
I need to report that because I should have been. I'm not in this picture.
All right, Damien. Thank you for the heads up. We'll take it under advisement. See how it fits into our overall plan. But we always appreciate the suggestions, folks.
Oh, absolutely. That's the thing, is that's what I love, is that we already pay attention to a ton of wrestling, and then we've got, the peripherals of everybody paying attention to everything else for us.
But we're back in a commercial, folks. It's been a bit of a quiet night here on NXT. I'm not exactly popping out of my chair, Nick, at nothing real.
Well, it started off really hot. The cage match was really great.
That's true.
Started off since then. It's Wendy chewed itself. It's taken a nap. It's taken a nice little breeze.
That's now a thing. I don't care. That's sticking. Everyone else can call me a loser out there. I don't give a shit.
I don't care. But no, it's a fact. It's literally, it started off.
Wendy chewed itself.
Oh, absolutely. It just went full nap time.
Well played, sir. Well played.
We've had way too much Joe Gacy and fucking Schism on our TV screens tonight.
Right, and he's still in the running to be voted in for another match. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about, but
no, now we got to have a replacement now because very much Wesley's not going to compete. I still think we're going to get Rick O'Shea.
That would be my preference. This one's for you.
Since you guys are big fans of independent wrestling, when you get a chance, I recommend you guys try to react to some other Dub XPW pay-per-views out of Germany. They're very good and entertaining. KJ Nick, I know very much about Dub X Dub. Yeah, I believe that's the promotion you're talking about. That's where I fell in love with Walter and Ilya Dragunov because Walter was a staple there, and so was Ilya. And then that's when we got that crazy return from Ilya to where it ended up being a three-way dance between Walter, Ilya, and Bad Bones. So trust me, I very much try and keep an eye on the UK scene. I was even a fan of WCPW when it was running, or Defiant. I still try and keep track of Progress and all of that, and even North Wrestling as well.
Right. But here's the thing with all those shows, and then guys, you know how much we love doing them. Some of them are hard to track down. Some are hard to, get.
There's only three of us.
And yes,
we're a small army, folks. That's it. We got to pick and choose our battles here.
But if there comes a night that we're clear on the docket, we can track down a usable stream or a place to watch it live, we will be right here and give it a shot. I mean, Christ, we did GCW and XPW back to back. And again,
we did BCW too.
That's true.
Right. Well, and that's now coming up too, as we're going to get Cardona versus Bully Ray out in December under BCW in the ECW arena.
Yeah, that's right. They're going back to Philly, and that's going to be a good one. And again, we covered. I never thought we would, but hey, they had a card worth watching, so we did.
Well, and that goes to me. All in all, this shows you folks is that for everybody that says ECW didn't have an influence in the game, ECW wasn't one of the big three. Extreme Rules is going to Philadelphia. Every other big show is very much making a big deal anytime they go to the Hammerstein Ballroom or to the ECW arena. Christ, WrestleMania is going back to Philly. They very much, that whole area, that scene, that landscape has very much made a fingerprint impression on pro wrestling.
Absolutely, Nick. Absolutely. And I mean, even like you said, as of late, the trend is we're heading back in there, and a lot of wrestling shows are popping up, and we got a lot of compelling things. But I like anytime we get we're in the ballroom. Anytime we're back in that ballroom, we watched some GCW shows in the ballroom already, and I mean, dude, like the energy in that room is just echoes, it resonates. It's amazing.
Right. Oh yeah, and I believe we might have gotten a video package while we were talking for Oro Mensa. I think it might have been the name that we got advertised, and that's the one that they trademarked. So I could be wrong. Fact checkers, help me out. Got a lot of things moving.
Wait, there's a lot of things happening on my screen right now that I'm taking issue with, and maybe I'm just being picky. This is the weirdest thing. So this dude and this other dude, I'm not quite sure who they are quite yet. I'll give you guys a name as soon as I figure it out.
You want me to tell you the names?
Bon Jovi, apparently.
Walker. So folks, if you can't tell that, they're trying to copy Hank Hill and Walker, Texas Ranger. We've got Hank Walker.
Wonderful.
Versus Javier Burnell.
Javier Burnell, yeah.
Instead of Javier Bardem, we've got Javier Burnell.
A month ago, they had an argument, and it took them a month to work it out in the ring.
It took them a month to remember they were on the roster.
Right? And then last week, they kind of blow kayfabe by, what? Wait.
What?
This guy doesn't have music, or just walks out in his... And everyone seems
Folks,
to like
a school teacher has walked out onto the stage of Nxt 2.0.
Is that Al Borland?
I don't know. This man very much looks like he's a pastor somewhere, or he's like an administrator at Chase U something here. An extra on Boy Meets World.
Is that Al Borland? Icky Al Borland? Wait, this guy just didn't change nothing, just strolled in off out of, fucking grade 10 geography.
Right. This is wow. I know I said Wendy chewed before, but now we're going
and spit it out.
We're going way down the deep end here.
Well, and keep in mind, this is their 1-year anniversary edition of the show.
This is the best you could come up with. This is the best you could do.
Dear Mr. Sean.
Right.
New segment. Oh, body. It's a bumpy one.
Sean, fix your fucking eyes because you can't see the right monitor of what's actually happening on screen or what's supposed to be going on fucking level up.
I like Dear Mr. Sean. Nick's like,
right, no, I'm going straight for the fucking jugular. Fix this shit now. This is garbage.
So they took a month to have an issue, and then they have this whole thing where, Walker last week was security for Gallus. And you're like, really? You're gonna like just job him out like that and let everyone know that? And like so I was liking him way more until you told me that. That's like saying if security number 19 that Wardlow beat, next thing you know, was challenging, for the Ring of Honor Pure Championship. Right? Like it's kind of fucked up. But the fans haven't started. Well, I mean, I know they're kind of programmed to do what they do in this particular venue. But
half of them are in the Performance Center.
Yet they couldn't figure that out during the lockdown, dumbasses. But anyway, this match is back and forth. It looks like two guys practicing wrestling.
Yeah, this is
the
level up. This should have been happening backstage. All right, guys. So this is what we work on next time. Yeah. Why is this in the co-main event spot right now?
I don't even understand.
Seriously.
And I mean, there's been a lot of issues with this whole situation.
Well, and that's I guess goes to everybody that's been saying oh, you guys are very pro WWE. No, they've been on the heater, and now we're starting to see the stumbles and the fumbles and the fumbly bumblies coming out of the gate here of why is this getting a primetime spot on your 1-year anniversary of 2.0 show. Like, has everybody else gone to the other company or something? Right. Is that what the issue is? Like, what's happening here? You couldn't have had Eitner, Giovanni Vinci down for a match? What?
No, I'm just taking it in. You're on a heater.
Listen up, people. You couldn't have had so-and-so. You could have done so-and-so.
You were way more impassionate than I was about the whole situation, so go for it. But
because mine is just do better, be better.
Oh, now I know why Hank was wearing a shirt. Big body hobby.
Hey, we don't.
His finisher is a cross body.
Oh, you were literally quoting them. I thought you were just going off the fucking rails there.
No, I didn't make that up. Son of a bitch.
I was about to say, we're both coming from big boys here, and that was a shitty ass Yankees tattoo. Sorry. This is homie there with the Lakers jersey and the red, white, and blue Yankees tat.
It's not a cross body. It's a flying forearm, flying back arm. Yeah, no, right?
Yeah, no, it's a little. Yeah, it's a bit. It reminds me of like a move Bray had in his repertoire that wasn't a finisher, a signature, or anything. It was just like his kind of like when Finn would hit the sling blade.
Yeah, like
Bray would do something like that.
Oh, we're getting another NXT package. The only thing they did to celebrate their 1-year anniversary was give us really cool video packages to remind us about it.
It's the one thing WWE has always historically been good at. We can make a DVD. We can't always put on a great show.
AJ Lee is a producer. Yes, she is.
Why wasn't she watching Larry?
She was busy. She was at work.
Oh, I know. I'm just.
It was 1 a.m. She was like, "Fuck that shit." Tony makes it
right.
Late.
She's like, "You handle your own self, Phil.
You go get him, baby. I'm going to bed." It's ridiculous.
You do you, boo boo. You do you.
After the show, piss everyone off so you don't have to stay up so late.
Right. I'm sick and tired of you being over in Jacksonville. Just tell them to fuck off and just come home.
Right? Every time we come back to Chicago. But anyway, Nikkita Dragon 2 fun. Yeah, we got that one. People are fans. Let's give this lady a strong push. I'm the Hugo Stanovich without the snow candy. All right, buddy. Are you sure? Here comes Carmelo. How was Raw last night? Was it another shit show? I was watching Monday Night Football. Well, Victor, if you chose football,
let's go Seahawks.
It wasn't my favorite Raw in a while.
It was a Raw you could have missed, and you didn't miss much.
No, the best part of it was KO Austin Theory by far. So if you can find the clip, Victor, of KO, his promo on Austin Theory, best part of the show.
It was a lot of course correcting. I mean, we did get, Dom coming out and having the match with Edge, and Edge got written off TV, and you had very much Rhea was kind of the true, secret running behind Dom and everything. But that wasn't done that great. That's, a day late and a dollar short with that whole storyline. You had Judgment Day get involved with Riddle. You had Gargano and Theory and KO. You had the intertwining, but beyond that, you can kind of miss it.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot going on. It was, and the problem was, realistically, Nick, nobody gives a flying fuck about the Mysterios and the Judgment Day, and you let that end your show.
Yeah, they waited too long, and it took too long. And now, like I said on stream, is that this whole Dom Mysterio, Dom Guerrero thing has literally just become a meme. It's become a joke like Veer Cumming did. So it's no longer entertaining. It's no longer compelling. You no longer want to see that main event show. You no longer give a shit about the whole entire feud. You just kind of want to have them come out so you can make jokes.
Right. Yeah, and it just nobody cares. Nobody cares. And it's just bad. And you could have legitimately ended the show with the KO promo, and we would have went home happier with how, end it with that kind of moment and a bit of a melee and done. That would have been a better finish to Raw than the bullshit match we got. I didn't like it. Edge should have beat him in 4 seconds. It looks ridiculous. It looks like a mismatch. Thank God Dom didn't go over. I know some people would have been okay with it, but I don't agree with that. And yeah, I'm over it. I really am over it. Can you just?
I'll ask you this real quick and everything like that. So how do you repackage Edge? Like, how do you deal with that?
Stop! No, you can't
repackage.
Man, he's been repackaged. Jesus, he's like an old piece of fish. You can't keep repackaging this guy. You can't continue to bring Edge back, and then he gets hurt, goes away, comes back, gets hurt, goes away, comes back. Like, you can't keep doing it. You cannot keep doing it. It's the law of diminishing return. You're not getting enough from him or out of him. And anytime you've had something going, you've ruined it. When you started the Judgment Day, you gave him a haircut. We were all like, okay, we're in. Well, listen, he got his haircut. We take this seriously. He's surrounding himself with good wrestlers. This has potential. And then there's some mixed reports about whether it had something to do with supernatural gimmicks or not, because we haven't seen much supernatural out of the Judgment Day anyway. So for me, it's a tough one with Edge because I like Edge. I'm a big fan of Edge. And a lot of people out there, most people out there are big fans of Edge. But it's rinse and repeat. It's rinse and repeat. Come back, give a few long-winded monologues, which look who's talking. But nonetheless, I just really think that I think that Edge can't keep doing this. He can't keep running the same cycle over and over. Because I don't know about you guys, but I have no interest in it right now. I don't have any interest. And maybe that's on me. I don't give a shit about the rivalry between Edge and the Mysterios. My favorite part was when Dom kicked Edge in the nuts. I thought it was hilarious. But beyond that, I have no idea why anybody cares. And if anyone out there in the chat right now or anybody viewing in that disagrees with me, let me know. What do you feel? What am I missing about this storyline? Again, you could have taken either 2 or 3 of the moments of Raw or of that show and let it main event and end the show off, and it would have been a better finish than the one we got. So for me, it's a long-winded answer to Victor's how was the show. Clearly it didn't go well. That wasn't bad. I think the average rating was somewhere in the neighborhood of 6, Victor, so that's kind of how it was. Hey guys, I just got home. Welcome home. How are you? Welcome back. Joe Mensa next week on NXT. Great, another name to not get right. More from JV. Are you streaming MLW Super Series September 18th, KJ Nick? TBD, Damien. I'll let you know. I have to look at the calendar, see what else is up. But that would be a good front runner in and around that date. Stay tuned. Again, if we can access it and it's good, we'll check it out. So let me check the calendar, see who else is running and what else we might want to be doing. But yeah, maybe we'll do some MLW. The biggest superstar of the year, Braun Breaker. For those who are wondering, how do you feel about that? Braun Breaker, your NXT 2.0 star of the year. The Extreme Rules show better have gimmick matches. I hope so. Come on, Triple H, Papa Paul's got to be smarter than that, guys. We can't imagine that we're going to do another Extreme Rules with nothing. Change the name. If you don't want to do an extreme style, and I mean, the whole card doesn't have to be extreme, but you got to give us something. Give us a taste. Give us a little bit, just a tip, something, anything, but nope. So hopefully Papa Paul's got a better handle on the whole concept of Extreme Rules, and we actually get a little bit of it. So just to keep everyone up to speed at home, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. I am KJ White. My boy Nick is taking a pause for the cause. Our buddy CJ's out there grinding. And right now we have Carmelo Hayes in the ring for the main event slot tonight. We'll see who comes out, what this means. There's not a lot of time left on the clock unless we got a little spillover. I hope everyone out there is having a wonderful Tuesday. We will be back Wednesday for AEW Dynamite. Thursday, stay tuned. Friday, doubleheader. And then later in the month, we're going to have a couple of those triple headers where we're watching 3 shows at the same time. We do it like no one else, folks. So tell everybody if you like wrestling, you want to stay up to date. And keep the suggestions coming, folks. If we can find time and get our hands on the show, we'll definitely watch it. That being said, who is going to fight Carmelo? Will Wesley come out injured? Who's going to take him on? Let me know. Bayley and Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship. I quit match, Extreme Rules. All right. I could kind of get behind that. I can't take Melo seriously until he does it on his own. Good point, James. I don't mind it because it does keep him in that heel element, though, right? And I get what you're saying, but Whoa. Hold the phone. Solo Sikoa walking in. Who had that name on their bingo card? But James, good point. But I do think Trick helps lend to that heel element for Carmelo Hayes. Solo. Solo Uso. Good job, KJ. Suggest what original content you want to see, folks. Leave a comment in the video, not just in the chat. Yes, we don't look at the chat after the show's done. So if you do have a suggestion or a comment or want to share some love, or you have, a fun story and you're not being offensive, drop some comments down below. Oh, God. Wendy Chu is wrestling next week. I don't get why this gimmick's still going. I don't. All right, Sokoa, he got next. There goes Trick. And here we go. Refs in the ring. Oh, it looks like we're getting it. There we go. Solo. Baby Oos in the house. KJ, I believe the person underneath the red foot is a woman because the body type is more a woman than a man. Red foot. Someone's got to help me on this one. So look, I want him to. What if he wins? Is it a possibility? Come on, folks. Let me know. Light up this chat right now. Let me know who you think is going to win. Carmelo Hayes, Solo. The crowd is bumping the Solo chants. Yeah, no, I don't know. I like it. I could see it a possibility. Like, they can't exactly give him the IC belt right now. Walter's just getting warm with it. It's a little bit too soon for that. So for me, yeah, I think this might be a way to give him a little gold. So when he goes hangs out with his cousins, he's got a little bling bling too. Bum 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 bum. Bloodline with all the gold. Just collect it all. No champions but ours. Carmelo was Solo. Carmelo saw Solo and said, "Oh no." Solo Sikoa, I want him to win the NXT North American Championship before he goes to the main roster. I got that one again. KJ, I believe the person, I got that one again. I got to get better at this. Solo, yep. See, that's a good point, Chris. I said Solo wasn't done. There you go. So Chris was calling it that he wasn't done yet. So yeah, we'll see how this plays out. And again, he can go up to the main roster, have a strap on his shoulder, come down, defend it. I mean, he can do double duty. He really can. For a little bit. The Ronda versus Liv match better be a submission match. I don't want to see a Ronda versus Liv match. I'm disappointed. I don't care. I didn't like it last time. I'm not going to like it this time. I kind of want Ronda to win, though, and with Shayna's help. There, said it. Sorry, Liv. I love you, but tough break. If Solo wins, does he take the title to the bloodline? Yes.
Absolutely, he does.
There you go. Boom goes the dynamite.
Well, and to like your point that I heard you say and everything, it would be nice to see him go up with a little bit of gold, a little bit of shine, and it's a little bit more that he can nudge in kind of Sammy's face. Because I do think that's the first feud that we're initially going to get.
Absolutely. I mean, Sammy's definitely the gatekeeper. I think it's a wonderful choice. I mean, as far as you want to set Solo up to look like a real legit wrestler at that level, put him in a match with, let Sammy do the work. Like, him and Shinsuke turned it on, but Sammy could go with Shinsuke to deliver that match where everybody who wasn't, the casual fan that wasn't super familiar with who Shinsuke was, is now like, oh my God, look at this insanity, right? So,
oh yeah, well,
it'll be good.
That's where you start to see the cracks break between Sammy and quote unquote the bloodline. And like I've said before, and I'm going to keep saying it until it happens.
Manifest.
Then
buddy.
You end up with KO and Sammy going against the Usos for the tag team championships, and they win, and they get a nice little run. Yeah. And then we build all the way to a Mania match between those two. I think that's where we're going to go with this.
No, I agree with you on that. I like that. I like it a lot. And I keep saying the same thing when it comes up is I do like how that can play itself out for a good year. Like, there's a lot there.
Oh, yeah. Well, and you've got KO still kind of halfway tweeting at Sammy of like, wow, who are you and everything when he's responding to like Rikishi.
Mm-hmm. And I will say this, Nick, Solo tonight has more intensity. He's digging into everything. He's coming off more powerful than we've seen him in all of his time, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, I think that they're almost going to halfway kind of make him almost like the closer of the group. Like, not exactly like Umaga or anything like that, but that he's going to be kind of the secret gun.
Yeah, no, I kind of feel that way too. And again, to like what we were saying when you were on break there, Solo can't necessarily go after any, like, he's not going to take the belt off Walter yet. It's too soon. Walter's in a good place.
Right.
And I still think there's some unfinished business with Sheamus. But nonetheless, he's not going to go after the IC belt. And so this is a good way to get him gold. He's not going to take bronze belt. He could beat Hayes. And again, part of your theory was maybe Hayes chases him up to the main roster.
Oh, absolutely. I'm here for that. And as I say that, Hayes with a springboard clothesline, almost neck breaker. But I do even like that Solo's got that whole kind of Taz gimmick, that whole hook mystique about it. Like he's got, street champ on his shorts and everything. He comes out with a towel around his head. You've compared him to Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
He does come off just as that genuine badass of like he's here to mess some stuff up.
Right. I want to see Solo pick it up and show up on SmackDown with that with that title. Yeah, absolutely. I can't disagree.
Oh, yeah. And so next week we are getting JC Jane and Gigi Dolan Toxic Attraction versus Ivy Nile and Tatum Paxley. And we're also getting Axiom versus, I just saw his name and it blanked me. We're getting the match number 2 out of the best of 3 series.
Yeah, Nathan Frazier.
Right. 2 go.
Yay. Yo, NXT's going in the wrong direction right now.
Sean, fix your vision. Focus. Yeah.
Dear Shawn Michaels.
Right. We're over here, not over there.
What is happening? Yeah.
Oh, you had that weird rounds match. Now it's just you'll get some really good moments and then you'll get a lot of
good match. And another example that Carmelo is really comfortable in there with just about everybody at this point.
That's why I say he's the star of NXT 2.0. Braun's still green. Carmelo could go to the main roster today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, people would argue, well, Braun could do that, but you have to insulate Braun a lot more than you have to do Carmelo.
Have to protect Braun a lot more than you do Carmelo. We just look at the match that Carmelo had with Ricochet. That was a fantastic match. Imagine if that was competing in a tournament for the IC title #1 contender.
Yeah, see, like for me, Carmelo could walk out and do like that, Jericho style surprise. Oh my God, he's here! Walk out and cut a promo on whoever's standing in the ring.
Right,
Braun couldn't do that at this moment.
No, Braun very much has to come in and he has to show up and destroy. Carmelo could honestly even go up and still not win everything right out of the gate and still be good.
Yeah. And folks, just so you guys are aware at home, both men are down right now. Carmelo's been in control going after the injured knee, the braced knee of Solo Sikoa. So he's slowing down the big man for a little bit right here. We're going back and forth. The crowd's into it. It's a good match.
And we're getting run over because we've very clearly gotten that so far.
Yes,
so we might be getting a title change here, folks.
I'm calling it.
Oh, I think we're that way. And I'm very much of that mindset of both him and Trick go up to the main roster as well.
But this is Samoan drop with an emphasis.
Oh,
this is a different Solo.
I don't care what anyone says about the Young Bucks, anything like that. The Anoa'i family has the best super kicks in the business today.
Listen, I've said it for a while that the Usos lay in those super kicks like nobody else.
Oh, and that the hip splash into the turnbuckle, you're waiting to see brains come out flying.
Right, we're gonna have to start doing countdown shows, Nick, where it's like top 10 super kickers and top 10.
We'll be like one of those channels that just does a list for everything.
Start counting down everything. Fine.
Right, 10 best super kickers in WWE.
So subjective.
Pop up Samoan drop. 1, 2, 2 go. Dos amigos.
Jacko, welcome. Carmelo had an elite level match with Adam Cole on his debut. True story.
But that's the thing, is that's too what I feel like is Braun has always been padded, always been cushioned. Braun was always supposed to be the guy. Carmelo was never supposed to be the guy, and he's earned his spot as the guy.
Uranagi! A deep Uranagi. That was a rock bottom. Do it.
Oh, yeah, that's
Wow,
straight rock bottom.
A whole new Solo Sequoia. We have
a Sequoia. You mean Sequoia?
Right. What is Sequoia?
A whole brand new tree.
Oh,
1, 2, and your new reigning, defending, undisputed NXT North American champion, Solo Sikoa.
This was a completely different solo tonight. You almost made me say Sikoa again.
Sycamore. But yeah, no. This feels like Hook winning the FTW championship. This almost a little bit feels like Umaga winning the IC belt. It's just one of those of he's just a badass at this point, folks.
Yeah, no, came in dominant, like chip on his shoulder. We talked about the run Carmelo was having, but this ties in nicely to what they're doing.
Oh, absolutely. And like I said, I could very much see both men in this match ending up on the main roster come SmackDown, come Monday Night Raw. I know obviously Solo's there, but if he just won the North American Championship, how much is he going to be on the main roster?
It legitimately feels like they said to this guy, all right, we're going to put you up there. We're going to give you that push. He spent like a few days with the family, feeling good about himself. They sent him back down to NXT, and all of a sudden he just got it. Like not that he didn't have it before, but tonight was like it was perfect from start to finish. It was flawless. Like the work, the effort, him and Carmelo gave us a good match. And it just the attitude, the taking his time, the following through on moves. Dude, I was super impressed with all of that.
Oh, well, that's what happens when you're hanging around the ones instead of the twos.
Look how the show ends.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
look how the show ends.
Absolutely. For folks, those who aren't watching along, the show ends. We get the little placard in the corner and everything, and the show ends with the NXT logo still done like NXT 2.0, still the same lettering and everything, but it's now in a gold outline with a black background. So like I said, we may still be getting that same imagery, that same style, may not be the same competitors, may not be same circus, but same design, same, pattern.
Yeah, that's intriguing. That feels like a little bit of foreboding. Like if I feel like, and I don't think can they go right back? Like, can they flip 180 degrees and go black and gold all over again?
Or they can with the fact that this is the 1 year anniversary. They can say to start off year 2.
We're just gonna go completely. Yeah,
we're shifted.
Or would it be like NXT, like the black and gold remix kind of idea? Like not.
Well, now that we're in year 2, we've dropped the 2.0, and now we're just NXT again.
Yeah, NXT 3.0.
No, you don't need to keep adding decimals and numbers and all of that.
Right.
NXT pie.
Yeah, no, we're good. But Solo reminds me of Taz. Good shout.
Mm-hmm.
Who would win, the Young Bucks or the Usos, Nick, if they fought? Like a real fight?
Well, I think
a wrestling match.
I'm taking the Usos all day, every day, and twice on Sunday.
Since day one-ish.
Right. That's been down since day one.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's not even... the fact that the Bucks get like people forget how the Usos have been as far as their duration of their career. Even as the colorful baby faces, they were a hell of a babyface team. They gave us good matches. We've had some outstanding matches between them and the New Day. They have had an outstanding career. I think a lack of creativity and a lack of tag team division. Thank you to old buddy Vince.
Right.
their overall reputation, but they've been phenomenal. Like you said earlier, like they lay in the super kicks like they matter. Like,
Oh, absolutely. Well, and even like what you were talking about with Solo there, that's what happens when, you hang with the ones instead of the twos and everything, and you're around the special counsel and everything. And that's what all of you should do, when you want to keep hanging around with, the ones when it comes to wrestling YouTube and everything, the wrestling for life. Because I guess since NXT tried to rip this off earlier too, I'll quote this: our shit is real, our shit is raw, our shit is authentic. When you're talking about the wrestling, you better put that for life with it.
I like it. I mean, Carmelo had the elite. Oh, we got that one.
Yep.
Maybe Carmelo should come to the main roster and take the money. Everybody wants somebody to take the.
Everyone wants someone with the money in the bank, except for Theory.
Everybody needs somebody.
Right.
So
I need somebody.
Yeah, that's what we call here a reach, there, buddy.
Carmelo's. He's on the list. He's just down on the list.
Carmelo Theory would give us a good match. Carmelo Riddle would give us a good match. You know what? We talked about this, and I don't. I've been very happy with Bobby Lashley and what they've been doing with Bobby Lashley. But the idea, on the off chance that, say, Seth becomes the IC champion, and Seth says, like, I want to be, I'm Mr. CrossFit. I'm going to be the workhorse, and then I'll have main events on Raw, and I'll make this title matter. But then you get like the lineup, like Seth and Ciampa, Seth and Gargano, Seth and like I said, Seth and Riddle, Seth and Carmelo, all bangers.
Oh, absolutely. I'm still interested and still waiting for the day we get a Bobby Lashley versus Roman Reigns feud, to be honest.
Interesting.
That's the thing is, I think, and it was very nice with that whole interweaving across the board, is you now have depth throughout your top guys. You now have depth halfway established through your mid-card, and they've made the mid-card titles actually matter. When's the last time you cared about a U.S. title or an IC title match, outside of, the Papa Paul era?
Right. If I'm ignoring recent, it's been a minute.
Right.
Yeah, no, you're completely right. Bloodline has all the gold. I called it. Well, not all the gold.
Yeah, not yet. They just have all the gold they've challenged for.
Hey, Jacob Fatu, would you like the NXT World Title?
Oh, would you like the IC title? Give me Gunther versus Jacob Fatu. Shut up and take my money.
Nick's so excited he turned into one of the members of the Samoan dynasty.
Right. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Right? No, listen, I'm a big Jacob Fatu fan. And again, we talk about Hammerstone, and there's a few really good wrestlers over there that could definitely shift over. I think the WWE should just buy MLW. You don't need a lawsuit. We'll just give you all this money. Fuck
off. At this point, just shut up.
Just shut up here.
I own you now.
Take it and go.
You go away now.
Right.
Shoot fly, don't bother me.
Edward feeling the rock and roll. The new bloodline has another title. Now the bloodline has another title. Jason, if I haven't said hello. But yeah, I think it's a good work because it was your only hope.
Help me, Solo. You're my only hope.
Right? That's actually funny. But I think someone mentioned earlier that, could you make the North American title? It's right here, our buddy A-Town. But they have two TV titles now, right?
Well, to me, the North American title is the TV title. It may not be called the TV title. It's the one that's defended the most on TV, absolutely bar none.
No, for NXT, though, you wouldn't move it up to like the main roster, making a TV title. Because
I'm more of just viewing it as it's WWE's version of the TV title, just like how the 24/7 title is the house show title. Obviously, I think it's what works best when you're still NXT is still a developmental. You're still trying to build stars, and that's what they've done in 1 year already. Yeah. So I think you keep that as that's the IC in NXT. That's the workhorse belt. That's the guy that can go week in and week out, be on every show, every top program, week to week.
That's kind of why I like the idea of Seth with the US title.
Okay. Well, I don't know. To me, you would do that, and this would be getting back into a whole draft thing. And Christ, I feel like we almost might as well do that, even if they don't do a draft.
Right.
But is if you're going to switch the IC to the US network, and you're going to move the US title to the Fox network, which redundancy, but that's when you can strip. What?
I'm just like I like this got really complicated all of a sudden. We're gonna switch.
Well, no, because to me the workhorse belt's always been the IC title.
Yeah, but
the
I mean,
title's always been like the next guy up title.
Yeah, but the US title is supposed to represent the same thing on the other show, right? It's the same type of.
Well, the other show also doesn't have a heavyweight title or anything like that, or even at this point a tag title.
That's true. They really don't. So Damien gives it 8 out of 10 because the main event was a banger. Okay. 8 out of 10 from Chris as well. I'm a little okay. 7.5 out of 10.
Right.
Ooh. 6 out of 10 from A-Town.
Okay.
KJ and Nick, I got to change my rating and give NXT a 5.5. I deducted point for the guy on the scooter and the guy that looked like a fan in a match. See y'all tomorrow. Got to work. Victor, thank you for being here. I like your rationale, sir. I can't completely disagree with it.
Right. It's a little harsh. I mean, that's where I landed on Raw. Actually, now you're kind of halfway selling me towards that way, Victor, to be honest. But yeah. Hope you have a good night at work, sir.
Damien, I saw this match, Tyrus and Mims. It was a good match. I mean, it was good. It was all right.
Right.
By the way, folks, if you're still here, you do get to put a rating in the chat. Out of 10, what did you think of the NXT tonight? I think they're definitely kicking Sami Zayn out of the bloodline. Yes. I think they're going to work him out. They're going to work him out for sure.
Oh, yeah. The foundation's already starting to crack there. 100% sure.
Absolutely. And now we got two of the brothers that don't like him at all, and we got one brother that kind of likes him.
Right.
So you know at some point it will be like the reluctant, turn of Jimmy where
Jimmy's going to be the one that has to break the news and everything. I was almost going to say, are we going to get a Sammy and Jimmy tag team versus Jay and Solo?
Could you imagine? I'm in. We'll see how that goes.
Right. That's not what they do to kick him out.
Right. I'm taking the Young Bucks. You're crazy.
Take them. Go far away with them. Go off into a fucking void of nothingness with them, please.
The Young Bucks.
We don't need them. WWE don't need them. Fucking AEW don't need them. Tony Khan don't need them. The wrestling world doesn't need them. Fucking go off with them somewhere, please.
And they don't look like they could fight themselves out of a bag of fucking chips.
Right. They couldn't punch their way out of a wet paper bag. As you can see that as a lady in crutches, a dog, and Ace Steel took them out with one chair.
Took them out. Very happy the black and gold is back. What is it back, Vin? Is that what we're officially getting? Is that what the official word is? They're definitely hinting at something.
I think so. We've already heard talks about Hunter going back to that. We've already heard talks about Hunter redoing the titles. Hunter's now we're getting the fingertips going through everything.
Now I gotta go change all the fucking graphics. No, just kidding. Motherfucker.
This made more work for KJ.
Right. When do you think we will finally see Miz versus Dexter? Listen, they need to do something.
At Extreme Rules.
Yeah, absolutely. And it'll be some type of creepy match, like basement match or I'm under your bed
Bunkhouse brawl match.
Bunkhouse brawl. Almost perfect. Man, but they need to come to something because just Dexter doing the Charlie Chaplin and bouncing around, it's not getting us where we need to go. It's getting a little like, all right.
Right. It's I get very much it's the PG version. I know we had some people saying, oh, it was creepy of what Dexter did and everything. It was a little bit of instead of, Pillman's got a gun, it was Dexter's got a doodle. But it's still at least interesting. Miz has kind of been one of those superstars of you can't hate him because he doesn't ever go away fully. So it's one of those of, well, at least give him something that's halfway interesting, halfway compelling. And they got to do something interesting with Dexter, but Dexter's not a guy that's winning the IC belt. Dexter's not competing for the world title. Dexter's just got to be, the creepy next door neighbor.
Mm-hmm. And I disagree. I think I could see him with an IC title at some point, but not yet.
Really?
Not right now. Yeah, I think Shaw has a lot of talent. I think he's maybe pigeonholing himself a little bit, but it's early. We'll see where they take it. But they got it. to me, sometimes the Miz has a bit of that Jericho vibe where he just soaks the energy, but that's it, folks. Oh, what?
No, I was just going to ask you real quick. So who would you have Loomis go over for the IC belt?
But I don't know. In time,
no, maybe, that's why that
or a US belt,
like down the road thing, question. Like, that's a real question.
I think Dexter and Seth could bang out a good one too as a surprise.
I'm not saying at all that I don't think Dexy's talented or anything. I just think, like you said, he may have pigeonholed himself of this is the character that you do, and so you only do this character,
right? Well, and I mean, it can't be a one-trick pony like Orange Cassidy kind of thing, right? Like the hands in the pockets is funny to a point, right? Like, so him popping out and being creepy is funny to a point. Now he's got to throw a punch, or maybe.
Did you just say Dex is spooky Orange Cassidy?
Yeah.
What?
What? Well, on that note,
here, folks. When you see half a dozen memes pop up later saying,
right,
Dexter's spooky Orange Cassidy, you know where you heard it here first,
right? That's it. So on that wonderful note, we will say good night for tonight. Don't forget, folks, we are back tomorrow night. AEW Dynamite, the show that is either a very highly entertaining dumpster fire or just chaos. Well, we're going to find out, but tune in tomorrow. We'll see what AEW Dynamite has in store for us. Then follow us through the whole week. Like, subscribe, join the channel. We do this all the goddamn time. We will have some content for you this weekend as well. So do not go anywhere. My rating on NXT 2.0 tonight is a solid. I'm going to give it a 6. I'll let it tie Raw because the high points.
I'll go with you on that. Just, I guess, of sake of ease and, feel goodness. But I gave Raw 5.5. I'll give NXT a 6. I think we're hit it nail on the head.
Right. But Nick, so not a bad show. But as always, the wrestling might suck. We never do. And we'll be back at it again. Don't forget, go to our social media down below. Check us out and donate. Go donate. Great cause. We're doing it for mental health. And we're working towards this man's birthday in 8 days. 8 days. So
yes, we're working with the National Alliance of Mental Illness. That's the charity that or the nonprofit organization that we're donating towards. 100% proceeds going entirely to that. And even then, still just check out our socials, because half the time stuff that we got popping off, you're getting it there before you even get it on YouTube.
It's a true story. But that being said, folks, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. This was another wonderful stream. Have a wonderful night. Enjoy your hump day. We'll be back at the end of it to go through some more wrestling, as we do every night. Once again, that is Big Nick. I am KJ White. Big shout out to our boy CJ. And everybody, we will see you on the flip side. Bye-bye.